Hey up everybody, Monfalvarus76 here, and welcome to another visual novel. I really like doing visual novels. I like the storytelling of it, I like doing the voices. This one is a horror, so we don't know where it's going to go, don't know what it's going to be like. I've been doing a lot of anime ones at the minute, like Lucid 9 and Summer Nightmare, but this is called Disturbed. So we're going to get into this video and we're going to see what it's like. It's by Brad Moore. It's a free game on Steam. So should we just start and get into it? Hang on. Right, here we go. Another dull day passes as you struggle to manage your failing farm. Your crops are beginning to Your crops are beginning to wilt. And your cow is sick. Oh no, my cow. For some time, the land has been very quiet. The air has grown thick and foul. Each passing day, you feel more uncertain if things will ever return to how they were before. Perhaps it is up to you. You made up your mind. You're going to do something about it. You stand in front of your humble home, pondering what you should do next. Should we go to the crops? Go in the house? Go in the shed? I'll go in the shed. You attempt to open the shed door, but the door won't budge. You remember locking it some time ago, but you can't remember what you did with the key. We'll go in the house. Entering the house, you feel a subtle uneasiness, as if the growing blight outside has penetrated the walls of your safe haven. From what you see, however, everything is the same as you left it. Perhaps this may be a good time to just lay in bed and wish that your problems will go away. You fight the notion, but the temptation is still there. Dear Journal, another unusual day on the farm. The crops are growing with good health. Beth Ann is also doing quite well. Never disappointed with the milk she provides. Things continue to go well. I may be able to invest in more animals. A farmer can only be so social with a cow. Dear Journal, today has been an unfortunate day. Somebody broke in my shed and stole some things. I usually don't mind if someone steals a bat to eat from the garden, but to take my equipment, well, I put a lock on the door and hid the key. Nobody will ever get into my stuff again. Dear Journal, I woke one night to a foul smell I have never come across before. I took a step outside to see what I could find, but I found nothing after searching about the farm. Whatever it is, it must be bad. I should make a trip into the city to see what this is all about. You open the chest and find nothing more than a pile of papers. It seems you have less valuables than you had anticipated. You close the chest. You lay in your bed and fall asleep to the light sound of wind blowing outside against the grass. You begin to hear whispers and chants, but you can't make anything of it. An image appears before you. A stone, glowing as if it were alive. The chants get louder as your visions grow in more detail. You reach towards the stone with your hand. As your finger makes contact, a clash of thunder rattles around you. Your clothing and skin start to flake away like dust in the wind. The particles flow into the stone, sapping the life from your body. You feel pain. You feel pain like you never experienced before. Fear begins to flood over you. You suddenly see yourself laying in bed, never to wake up again. Your adventure ends here. There you go, guys. That was Disturbed. I just died. Well, I had a nightmare and just died. Oh well, let's take a different route. Let's get straight back into it. Another dull day passes as you struggle to manage your failing farm. Your crops are beginning to wilt, and your cow is sick. For some time, the land has been very quiet. The air has grown thick and foul. Each passing day you feel more uncertain if things will ever return to how they were before. Perhaps it is up to you. You made up your mind. You're going to do something about it. You stand in front of your humble home, pondering what you should do next. Well, the last time we went to the shed, then we went in the house. But today, well, this time round, we're going to the crops. A path divides the crops you have labored so hard to prosper these past months. A penetrating odor reminds you that the plants are decaying away, and time is running short. Go into the pen. Follow the path. We're going to the pen. A toxic fume burns your nose as you enter the pen. Your poor cow lays lifeless on the ground as a growing blight slowly begins to consume her body. You feel sick to your stomach as you stand here, especially as you stare at the black mushrooms that dot around the ground. You inspect the water, looking for anything abnormal. You notice that the water has a dark consistency to it. Dropping a stone into it, black particles from the bottom swirl about like a thunderstorm. Your face shrivels in disgust. Ugh. You kneel down, grab a mushroom. As you begin to rip it out of the ground, a cloud of spore spray from the mushroom. Your hands begin to burn and melt as you observe them. Slowly your body shrivels up into a dark, moist consistency as the poison spreads. You die. Eventually, after crawling about on the ground. Your adventure ends here. Right, okay, so we died twice in 5 minutes. In we go again. So don't touch the mushrooms and we'll carry on down the path this time. Another dull day passes as you struggle to manage your failing farm. Your crops are beginning to wilt and your cow is sick. For some time the land has been very quiet. The air has grown thick and foul. Each passing day you feel more uncertain if things will ever return to how they were before. Perhaps it is up to you. You made up your mind. You're going to do something about it. You stand in front of your humble home, pondering what you should do next. Go to the crops. A path divides the crops you have labored so hard to prosper these past months. A penetrating odor reminds you that your plants are decaying away, and the time is run short. Well, we already went to the pen. We ain't going to the pen, and we ain't going back to the house. We died in the house. We died in the pen. Let's go down the path. You continue down the trail for a while until you see a cave off in the distance. You pause, questioning if there could be something helpful in there. Go into the cave. I've got a feeling we're going to die in the cave. So let's do that. There is a faint whistle from the wind passing between the rocks. The temperature significantly cools as you enter the cave. You notice that there's a different smell, but you welcome it, comparing it to the deathly blight found outside. Let's go further into the cave, guys. Fuck me. Before you take your next step, a large fuck-off bear emerges from the darkness. Oh, you're a big fucking fucker, aren't you? You realize that you've made a terrible mistake, even thinking that something helpful can be in there. Fuck it. In for a penny, in for a pound. You scan the ground and notice that there are numerous rocks you can grab and throw at the bear. You begin to do so as the bear approaches you. One after the other, you throw the rocks as hard as you can. Fuck me. The bear charges at you as you bend over to grab another rock, tackling you to the ground. The bear bites you in the neck. Your body quickly goes limp, and you die. Your adventure ends here. Again. Okay, so we're not going to go for the bear this time. We're going to carry on down the path. Take 4. Another dull day passes. You struggle to manage your failing farm. Your crops are beginning to wilt, and your cow is sick. Goddamn cow. For some time, the land has been very quiet. The air has grown thick and foul. Each passing day, you feel more uncertain if things will ever return to how they were before. Perhaps it is up to you. You made up your mind. You're going to do something about it. You stand in front of your humble home, pondering what you should do next. We're going to the crops. The path divides the crops. You've labored so hard to prosper these past few months. Penetrating odor reminds you that your plants are decaying away, and time is running short. Follow the path. Continue down the trail for a while until you see a cave off in the distance. You pause, questioning if there could be something helpful in there. Now, you and me know that there ain't no goddamn thing that's gonna help me and my problems in that cave there. We ain't doing it. We ain't dying by no better day. So, we'll continue down the path. You come to a stop, you stumble upon a broken wagon. Well, it seems like we're dying at every pit stop we stop at, so let's stop here. Inspect the wagon. You look about the mess and find bits of food and clothes scattered about the scene. You notice a key on the ground during your search. You pick up the key and continue on your way. After what felt like an hour or two, you reach a bridge. Now, we all know trolls live in the bridge. Who's that clip-clopping on my bridge? It's me. Don't be clip-clopping on my bridge. I'm a grumpy old troll. Nearby the path is a small shack, similar to the house that I have on the farm. The man that lives here is a kind fellow, from what you recall. Maybe he's home. Let's inspect the shack. You walk towards the structure and knock on the door. You scratch the back of your head, figuring that the person that lives here is currently occupied, if not elsewhere. You remember picking up a key from the wagon and used it on the door. The door unlocks. You decide to help yourself in. I bet we get shot. Oh, no we don't. But there be a trapdoor there with some blood stuff. Observing the empty room, you realize something terrible must have taken place here. The room is a wreck, just like the wagon. You are overcome with fear as you think the man that used to dwell here. Inspect the book on the table. Open the trapdoor. We'll inspect the book on the table. You pick up the book and start to flip through the pages. You discover that this is a journal. Reading a passage or two can't hurt. Today's trading went smoothly, thank goodness. What I am thrilled most about, however, is what one of my buddies mentioned to me at the conclusion of our day. Apparently there is a pond nearby that has some of the biggest fish in the region. With a good catch, I can make enough to move things forward. I was caught off guard when he mentioned that nobody else had been able to catch any from there. I guess your typical fishing rod won't do the trick. Well, what can be done about it then? Something must be intrigued about it, I suppose. These past couple of weeks have been really rough for me. My trading business has gone under, and I've lost nearly everything I own. This has pushed me to extremes. But that can't be helped now. I am leaving this place forever. Never to return. Who's online? Pete's online. The land is dying, and there is nothing but darkness here. Anyone reading this should leave while they can. You can't find a name to give this man, but regardless of the name, you got chills running down your spine. Should we leave the shack or open the trapdoor? We'll open the trapdoor. You observe the trapdoor and notice a lock keeping it closed. With the key, you unlock the hatch to get it open. Without thinking, you travel on downstairs. Oh my God and holy hell, there is a woman there chained to the wall. Walking down the steps leading below, the air attacks your body with a piercing cold. Ooh. You notice immediately that there is a woman chained to the wall. She doesn't seem to notice you as you study her. You feel darkness around you as you stay in this awful place. Let's talk to the woman and see if we can help her out. It's a Christian thing to do. You tremble as you try to form words in your mouth. You there! Let me out of here! The pressure of such demand makes you freeze. Take a moment to think about the situation before you respond. What you got locked up to begin with? You'll never believe me, even if I told you the truth. Something brought you here. Please have mercy on me. I'm going to free the woman. You approach the woman and unlock the shackles that bind her. As her arms become free, she moans in pain. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, Jesus. Oh, may Lord have mercy on your soul. The woman struggles to regain her strength, but starts to stand up on her own. As she gets up, she turns towards you. I will now do you a favor. What seemed to be the face of a helpless woman disappears, as a horrible image manifests itself before you. You feel the chilling grip of bone hands lock onto your arms. Energy flees from your body, and you fall to your knees. You feel the essence of your life slip away as everything goes black. It is unfortunate that your journey ends here. Died again. Well, let's start this for the 6th time over. Come on, guys, you could probably go with it with me on this one. Another dull day passes. You struggle to manage your failing farm. Your crops beginning to wilt, and your cow is sick. For some time, the land has been very quiet. The air has grown thick and foul. Each passing day, you feel more uncertain things will ever return how they were before. Perhaps it's up to you. You made up your mind. You're going to do something about it. You stand in front of your humble home, pondering what you should do next. Go to the crops. The path divides the crops. Labored so hard to prosper these past 3 months. Penetrating odor reminds you that your plants are decaying away and the time's run short. Follow the path. Continue down the trail for a while until you see a cave off in the distance. You pause, questioning if there could be something else in there. I sound like one of those Texan auctioneers. Continue down the path. Come across step, stumble, broken wagon. Continue on. After what felt like an hour or two, you reach a bridge nearby the path. Small shack similar to the house you have on the farm. The man that lives there is a kind fellow, what you recall. Maybe his home. Cross the bridge. Here we are. We're up to speed, guys. You cross the bridge safely and continue down the trail. After all that's happened, you feel that you should take a moment to rest. You find a spot under the tree and sit down. Getting comfortable, you tilt your head back against the tree. Gaze into the sky. I don't want to start all this again. If we fall asleep, we could die. Then again, if we pick the grass, we could get spores on us and die. So let's see what we're going to do. We'll pick the grass. As you pick at the grass, blades in your reach. The ground begins to shake before you can get up. Roots from below sprout from the ground and wrap around your fucking legs. Oh my fucking god, it's Groot. Turn around and see a large angry face looking back at you. Your jaw drops in horror. No sound or scream escapes your tongue as the tightening grip of the roots squeeze what air is left out from your fucking body. Your adventure ends here. Right. We are going to do this in this session. You ready? Another dull day passes. You struggle to manage your failing farm. Your crops begin to wilt and your cow is sick. For some time the land has been very quiet. The air has grown thick and foul. Each passing day you feel more uncertain things will ever return to how the way they were before. Perhaps it's up to you. You made up your mind. You're going to do something about it. You stand outside your humble home pondering what you should do next. Go to the crops. Path divides crops. Labor so hard to prosper these past few months. Penetrating odor reminds you that your plants are decaying away and the time's run short. Follow the path. Continue down the trail for a while until you see a cave off in the distance. You pause, questioning if there could be something helpful in there. There isn't. Continue down the path. Come to a stop and stumble across a broken wagon. Continue on. After what felt like an hour or two, you reach a bridge nearby the path, small shack, similar to the house you have on the farm. The man who lives there is a kind fellow from what you recall. Maybe his home. Cross the bridge. You cross the bridge safely and continue down the trail. After all that's happened, you feel like you should take a moment to rest. You find a spot under a tree and sit down. Getting comfortable, you tilt your head back against the tree to gaze into the sky. Now we take a fucking nap, because we died by picking a piece of grass. Your eyes close and your body relaxes. You fall asleep within seconds. As your mind wanders, you see a blurry image. Details emerge as you gaze. You wonder who this might be. Bad feeling then overcomes you, and you realize who this is. You try to wake yourself up. You wake up and jump to your feet, looking about yourself and your surroundings. Oh my fucking god, I'm alive. All seems well. You can't help but feel fearful that something bad will happen to you if you stay here. Moving forward seems like the only logical option now. Oh, we're at an impasse. We go left and we go right. You reach a point where the trail splits into two paths. Which way should you go? Go left, you die. Go right, you die. We'll go left. After continuing down the path for some time, you come to a stop. You notice that there is some sort of trail that leads through the grass up towards nearby hill. If you had not stopped, you probably would have never noticed. Which way do you go? Now we know that we got killed by the grass last time. Continue down the path. You walk for some time to find the endless field of grass. There is a stone well near the path. Inspect the well. You peer down the well. Other than the evident water at the bottom, there is a coin resting against the wall of the well. If possible, you feel you should go down and take the coin. I'm going to leave the coin. Perhaps you may obtain the coin later. You step away from the well. Continue on. Walking over the hills of grass and grain, you reach the walls of Aramore. Several times a year you come here to trade goods from the farm. You discover the plague that has spread to your farm has also spread all the way out here. The path before you is overrun with blight. Oh, I don't know. There's a hell of a lot of blight there. I think those mushrooms are called blight. You've come a long way. You come a long way, and you don't decide to turn back now. You march forward into the tainted soil. Before you can realize what happened, you sink completely under the oil soil. Darkness consumes you, and your lungs struggle for air. Your body burns in pain as you suffocate and die. Your adventure ends here. Right, okay. One last time. Another dull day passes. You struggle to manage and failing to farm your crops are beginning to wilt and your cows sick. For some time the land has been very quiet. The air has grown thick and foul. Each passing day you feel more uncertain things will ever return to how the way before. Perhaps it's up to you. You made up your mind you're going to do something about it. Stand in front of your humble home pondering what you should do next. Go to the crops. Path divides the crops. You've labored so hard to prosper these past few months. Penetrating over reminds you that your plans are decaying away and time has run short and everybody here. Follow the path. You continue down the trail for a while until you see a cave in the distance. You pause, questioning if there could be something helpful in there. Nothing but a bear. Come across, stumble upon a broken wagon. Continue on. Go to the bridge. For like an hour or two, you reach a bridge. Nearby the path, small shack similar to the house and blah, blah, blah. Cross the bridge. Safely continue the trail. Let's go to sleep. Take a nap. You close your eyes, your body relax, fall asleep within seconds. As your mind wanders, you see a blurry image. Details emerge as you gaze. You wonder who this might be. Bad feeling then overcomes you and realize who this is. Try to wake yourself up. I'm awake. You wake up, jump to your feet, looking about yourself and your surroundings. All seems well. Can't help but feel fearful that something bad will happen to you if you stay here. Moving forward seems like the only logical option now. We're going right this time. We're going right. You reach a point where the trail splits into two paths. Which way should you go? We're going right because it's the way of the Lord. The right way. The way to Joshua and Jericho. Yeah. We're going right. You built the wall. You reach the end of the pathway. In the distance is a tower looking over the area. A gate secures the passage to the area with a wall around the property. Also of interest, there is a tree that has a hole carved into it. Inspect the tree. Even though nature hates us at this minute in time, we died a few times from the grass, the tree, the bear. You approach the tree and notice the hole is big enough to fit your fucking hand in it. You look and see if something's shiny in the hole as if it were metal. Feeling around with your hand, you find 3 knobs. One on the right, one centered, one in the middle, one on the left. 3. 1, 2, 3. Press the knobs. Well, being a country Texan, I'm going to press the knob. The left knob, the middle knob, or the right knob. I'll go for the middle knob. Press the right knob. That did fuck all. Press the left knob. Did nothing. The knob's lock into place. Oh, I did it right. You wait for a moment, nothing happens. Must be some sort of combination. We'll press the knobs. We'll go left, right, middle. Knobs lock in place. You wait for a moment, nothing happens. Must be some sort of combination. Okay, here we go again. Press middle. Right, left. Knobs lock into place. Wait for a moment, nothing happens. Okay, let's do this. We'll press right, left, middle. Nothing happens. Let's do this again. We go right, middle, left. Nothing happens. You leave the tree. Don't know what to do. You reach the end of the pathway, a distance tower looking over the property. Da-da-da-da-da. Go to the gate. Ooh, it's the gate from the title screen. You approach the gate cautiously. Enter. Standing before the tower, your heart begins to sink. This is no doubt the birthplace of the spreading plague. There is a fountain before you with statues on your right and left. Inspect the statue on the left. Inspect the fountain. Inspect the statue. You see an old statue of an angel that has been consumed by vines of thorn. The angel is holding a book in one hand, the other with the finger pointed up towards the sky. You feel it best to leave the statue alone. Let's go check the statue on the right. Before you stands an old angel statue that is broken in many areas. With one hand the angel is holding some sort of bowl while the other hand is hovering over the bowl. You notice that there is only 2 remaining fingers on the angel's other hand. You feel you should keep your distance and just observe the statue. Let's inspect the fountain. There is a dark haze about the fountain. The water is black, and the smell burns with every breath. You feel a slight pull towards the fountain as if it were calling for something. I'm gonna enter the tower. You approach the door. As you reach for the doorknob, an invisible barrier stops you. Must be some sort of magic. I'm gonna go see this tree. Inspect the tree. So we go left, right, middle. That do it? You wait for a moment, nothing happens. Must be some sort of combination. So we go left, middle, right. Knobs lock in place. You wait for a moment, nothing happens. What the fuck? So middle, middle, middle. What if it is left, right, left? Middle, left, right. Well, I'll tell you what, guys. I think we're going to leave the tree here. You reach the end of the pathway. In the distance is a tower looking over the area. A gate secures passage to the area with a wall around the property. We're just going to save this here, guys. So, this is Disturbed. Well, I've died so many times. I hope you enjoyed the voiceover acting. Like I said, I like doing these visual novels. They give me a chance to be silly and do different voices and stuff like that. But yeah, this is quite intriguing, actually, because I want to know what's this plague. This plague is really cool. So, but yeah, this is part 1 of Disturbed. And if you liked it, hit the like button. Hit subscribe. Please tell your friends about it. Hit the notification bell so you can get an update every time I do a video. And, you know, I will see all you guys in the next video. Tatty bye.